This guy says that this happened to him when he lived with his family in Coahuila. In the house lived his mom, his dad, him, his sister, and his brother. So one night, it was around 2 or 3 in the morning, and he had been playing with his Game Boy all night, and he said that he got really thirsty, so he went downstairs to go get a cup of water. So once he got to the kitchen, his mom from the second floor screamed to him to bring her a cup of water as well. He says that when he got to the kitchen, he drank his cup of water and then got another cup for his mom, and he was gonna go up the stairs to where she was. Side note, he says that he was really young and he was also a big scaredy cat. So he says that it's important to note that when you go up the stairs, there's not a wall per se. There's like glass, but it's polarized glass, so you can't see through it, but you can still make out shapes. So his mom drinks the water. He's about to come back down the stairs, and in that polarized glass is where he's starting to see a shadow that is in the living room. He says that the shadow is a little bit shorter because him and his family are all really tall, and he also notices that this shadow has really like spongy curly hair, and everybody in that house, including his sister, has really straight hair. In the beginning, he's like, I'm a big scaredy cat. I'm imagining this is not what I'm actually seeing, but because I'm scared because I'm going up and down in the middle of the night when the lights are off, maybe I'm imagining that there's a shadow there and there's nothing really there. But as he's going down the steps and staring at the shadow, the form of the shadow has become more prominent, and there was definitely something there. He finally gets to the last step and he's like, no, I'm not scared. There's nothing there. You can do this. Just go. And he said that he stepped out, looked into the living room, and the shadow was still there. He could see, even if it was dark, he could see everything in the living room, but he could see that darkest shadow just standing in that living room. He says that the first thing that came out of his mouth was, who are you? And that shadow didn't respond. He asked it again, who are you? And he could swear that the shadow turned its head just to look at his direction. He got really scared, but he was like, I'm not gonna back down, and he started screaming, who are you? What's your name? Who are you? He kept thinking to himself, I have no other option but to confront whatever this is. And at that point, he was like, this is a demon, this is a ghost, this is something spiritual or like scary, but this is not a human. This is a shadow standing in the middle of my living room. He said that he started screaming at the shadow, whoever you are, I'm not scared of you. And he says that in that time they were super into the church, so that's when he started saying, I'm not alone, God is with me. I'm not alone, God is with me. He also started saying, the blood of Christ is with me. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of you. After saying all that, he swears that this shadow moved like just the tiniest bit, and he was scared, but he was not going to show it. So when this thing moved, he was still screaming, I'm not scared of you, God is with me. And he had that glass cup still in his hand. He said that he threw it straight at that shadow. Before that glass landed, because he had thrown it, the light in the living room turned on, and he sees when the cup lands on his little cousin's head that was standing in the middle of the living room. Turns out that the little cousin had stayed the night with his sister, and nobody had told him, and that she had gotten up in the middle of the night because she was also thirsty. So she had gotten up to get a drink of water and was standing in the middle of the living room because she was freaking out that her cousin was screaming things at her, and for some reason she never said anything. She moved, obviously, so that's the shadow that he was seeing, but the entire time it was his cousin just trying to get some water to drink, and he ended up, giving her a little cup to the face. Anyway, that was the night that he survived an evil spirit in his home. Honestly, I do not blame him. Why the hell didn't she say anything? Like, she's lucky she only got a cup if that was me. Anyway, what would you guys have done?